I hope you enjoy this channeled message. It certainly gave me a lot to think about because it has happened in my life a few times. And so it gave me some clarity on, following my purpose, following what makes me truly happy. And it has taken a while because we always overthink, we always try to analyze everything. And sometimes you just got to go with the flow, got to really feel what is good for you. So enjoy the channel message and I hope it gives you clarity. We all are experiencing some divine understanding that when you are wanting to follow a path, to follow a journey, to follow an deep longing for purpose in your life, some means to continue what you are aligned to do. Some perhaps may not even know what they are aligned to do. Some perhaps might not even know what their purpose is. Some people might not even have really thought about where they want to go. They just play the field and play the reality of just doing what is expected, doing what they need to do to survive in your experience, in your reality. So when we say following your path and not being able to get to where you want to be is only because it is not making you feel good about where your direction is. It is not aligning with your soul's desire, or it is not aligning with you physically, it is not aligning with you emotionally. We are encouraging you to go and seek from within what is not feeling a direction that you are not aligned with. When you are following your path of what gives you true desire, what gives you your ultimate feeling of joy, that the direction and the path that you are following, even though might need time for success, it is about you just being consistent. Now, for some, it may be developing these skills, developing until you actually are finding your strength, your value, your worthiness in doing what you ultimately want to do. What happens throughout this journey is that there will be moments where you have these speed humps, where you will come to a hump, and this then stops you or will discourage you from going over the bump and then another bump and then these hurdles. But we say to you, this is why you have come into this physical form, to go through those experiences. To go through, because if you do not go through these experiences, you will not ever have those feelings of reflection, of learning, of evolving. Now, for some, we would like to give you an understanding that when you are feeling aligned and you go through these roadblocks or you go through these speed humps, but you still feel good about the direction, that is your path. When it is becoming resistance in every step that you take, with every action that you try to pursue with, and you are hitting walls rather than hurdles or road bumps, this means that you have to reassess, is this direction fully aligned with my spirit, fully aligned with my soul, fully aligned with my true happiness? Because these are indications that perhaps that you are not following your truest destiny. Some may have it quite naturally. Some may have the flow so easily that things will just open up for them. Doors will just open and appear, and they will have no effort. But when you start comparing from others to what you are aligned to, this becomes your own roadblock, not your path's roadblock. Because you are stopping yourself from going to where you ultimately want to be. These internal roadblocks is about your evolving of your experience, of your education about yourself, knowing yourself. It is not the actual path of your destiny. It is not the actual path of your outcome of where you wish to see yourself. When you are feeling these emotional challenges, then sit back and really reassess. Is it your journey? Is it you? If it is you, what are you learning? What do you need to learn? How do you need to change? How do you need to see a different perspective? And even if you have found the answers, and even if you have found your change within yourself, and it still does not follow the path of where you see yourself, that is another indication that perhaps you need to look at something else. Maybe there is something in that path that you are not seeing another direction. Still having the essence of your outcome, but looking in another form. Because you will ultimately, and you all have this, your own internal destiny of where you want to see yourself, of where you feel best aligned. There will be 3 things we say that will give you an indication of whether it is your path. If it is your path, you will feel the flow, the excitement, the inspiration, the creativity. And even though you are feeling these challenges, that is a seeking of internal awareness. Once you see these internal awarenesses and you can evolve within yourself and the path still feels aligned, that is true visualization of yourself being at your destiny, at the purpose that you wish to see yourself in. The second would be that if you have found your what you feel is your destiny, where you would like to be, and there is so much resistance in that path that you cannot get past that first wall, even though you have done all the internal changes, even though you have evolved and you have become the person that can see the different perspectives, but you still feel these roadblocks of resistance. That is saying to you, perhaps it is not really giving you what you want, because your higher self and your purpose will always guide you for the best of yourself, for your highest good. So this gives you a reanalysis, rethinking, creating another path that truly aligns with your soul, that gives you the feeling of true journey without the resistance. It is trial and error where you have living on your reality. You are feeling your way in everything that you do. From bringing up your family, from bringing up children. There is no manual to bring up a child, but you have these instinctive intuition to know, to care, to love, to protect the child that you have brought into this world. those instinctivenesses is exactly the feeling you get when you are following your heart's desire. And the third thing we say to you, if all that you are doing is still confusion of what you are meant to be doing in this world, on your planet, in this physical form, and there is still confusion, and there is still doubt, and there is still those limiting beliefs, we give you all the choices that you can have, the wonderful free will that you are able to have at your beck and call, at your fingertips. There is an abundance of variety. It is what you need to feel that is truly in your heart, in your soul, what you wish to do. We understand that there needs to be a structure in your world to be able to survive and be financially equipped to live in a reality that gives you what you need to do to live, to bring up family, to survive, to flow in your life. But there will be a time where you will have crossroads, where you will begin to shift into feeling dissatisfaction with what you are doing. This becomes your time that you will change and see that what you have been doing has been meaningful and purposeful to a point. Then you will have these crossroads. And when we come to seeing you have these crossroads, we say to you, just feel what you have intended to do as a child, what you have been instinctively wanting to do, but not been capable of doing it through either financial difficulties or accessibility, because you've had situations and events that have stopped you from doing what you ultimately wanted to do. A move, a change of job, family. These have happened to you for a reason, because it hasn't been the time. So be kind to yourself. Even though you have seen in a telescope what you ideally want to do but have not been able to get to it, is because you've had to experience a few plays, a few experiences to be able to emotionally handle the end result. Because sometimes when you are not ready or inexperienced, you need to gain the experience. You need to be the one that continues to evolve. You are the trainee. So when you become the trainee, you gain experience, you gain knowledge, and then when it is time at your crossroads, you are then able to begin your journey. You are able to be confident. You are able to feel that you are worthy, that you are capable. With these three aspects, knowing that either one of these perhaps are you, Either way, we say to you, be kind to yourself. Be patient with yourself. There is no rush. The slower you are, the more you have the intention, the more that you can feel into the experience. Knowing that there will be a time that you will finally get to do what you ultimately desired. Continue to love every experience that you come across, whether they are challenging or not. Because every piece of experience that you accumulate, they will be an added bonus to your ultimate desire of where you wish to be.